we have mapped more of the surface of Mars than the bottom of our own oceans. This vast, unexplored deep sea provides a blank canvas for the human imagination. When we look at that dark terrestrial void, we naturally project our ultimate what-if fantasies into the depths. Psychologically, we are drawn to the idea that things were more advanced or magical in the distant past. Atlantis represents that final escapist fantasy, the hope of a lost utopia that might still be waiting to be found. That hope has led explorers to search for physical ruins in every corner of the globe, from the coast of Florida to the ice of Antarctica. This literal search for a sunken continent actually began in 1882, when an American writer named Ignatius Donnelly published Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. He claimed every known ancient civilization descended from this one lost land. Donnelly treated the story as literal fact, stripping away its original context and inadvertently birthing modern historical pseudoscience. Tracing the true origins of Atlantis means looking past the physical search and returning to the specific philosophical purpose it originally served. The entire concept of Atlantis traces back to exactly one source, the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who wrote about it around 360 BC in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. Plato described a wealthy naval empire located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, known today as the Strait of Gibraltar. In his story, the Atlanteans became arrogant and morally bankrupt. They attempted to conquer the Mediterranean, only to be defeated by a virtuous alliance led by the people of Athens. Afterward, the gods punished the empire with earthquakes and floods, sinking the city in a single day and night. Modern historians agree that Plato designed Atlantis as a fictional antagonist, a philosophical tool used to highlight the virtues of his ideal society. While the city itself was fictional, Plato likely drew inspiration from a terrifying historical catastrophe that lived on in Greek memory. Long before the rise of classical Greece, the Minoans of Crete were the dominant force in the Mediterranean, building advanced palaces and complex infrastructure. Around 1600 BC, their civilization was devastated by an eruption on the neighboring volcanic island of Thera, known today as Santorini. The eruption was so violent that the center of the island was blown out, and the landmass was swallowed by the sea. The resulting tsunamis devastated Minoan coastal cities, ending their dominance in an instant. This sudden collapse of a rich naval power perfectly mirrors Plato's tale, providing the historical seed for the Atlantis myth. Atlantis is just one version of a nearly universal human flood myth, appearing in texts ranging from the Epic of Gilgamesh to the biblical story of Noah. These ancient stories reflect a massive global event, the end of the last ice age, roughly 12,000 years ago. This diagram shows the scale of the melt. As glaciers retreated, global sea levels rose by hundreds of feet. Because early humans predominantly settled in coastal valleys, entire communities watched their homes slowly disappear beneath the rising tide. These settlements were lost over many generations, and the memory of those vanished coastlines persisted through oral tradition. Over thousands of years, these accounts evolved into epic myths about grand cities punished by the sea. We will never find a literal continent equipped with advanced technology at the bottom of the Atlantic. Atlantis is more than a single ruin. It is a blend of the Minoan collapse, Ice Age history, and our own philosophical yearnings. The spirit of Atlantis survives as a combination of historical tragedy and moral lesson, an immortal story that continues to mirror our deepest human fears and desires. Thanks for watching.